Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's going to be a lot of fun today. We are going to talk. By golly, we're going to get all artsy and fartsy today, aren't we? This is going to be a good time. Spencer Meagher is down there. This is Melinda States. We are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about the Fairfield PaintOut coming up here in a couple of weeks and tell you all about it and how you can help out and join in for that. So it'll be a good time. We'll talk with them. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV, Channel 100, Channel 99, Channel 98, wherever you are. So do appreciate you doing that. You're off screen now. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on in the area? If you're interested in some things going on here on Wednesday, September 14th, there are a few things. Going on over in Centralia. Tonight, the Illinois Libraries present a conversation with Marlee Matlin. Now, this is kind of a unique event in that she's, I think, in Chicago, and but she's basically being beamed out to all the libraries or something in the state. In celebration of Deaf Awareness Month, Marlee Matlin joins Illinois Libraries Present to share the highs and lows of her Hollywood career as well as her journeys as an activist. This program is offered in American Sign Language as well and translated through an interpreter. So you do need to register, so go to your library. But they're doing this at Centralia. They'll have the Centralia Regional Library will have access to this. It's 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night, a conversation with Marlee Matlin. So that'll be a good time. What else is going on Wednesday, September 14th? I know you've all been looking forward to this. It's a thrill. It's a thrill a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fairfield Fall Fun Fest gets going tonight, and I'll bring you guys pictures in here because I want to see what your reaction. The Roasted Chestnuts are playing tonight. The brass quintet that I am in, the Roasted. Are you coming to see it, Spencer?
I might now.
How about you, Melissa?
Yes, I'll try to be there.
Well, see, now look at that. It's going to be a gigantic crowd. You can tell.
Of one.
Of one, yeah. Well, my mom's going too. So I feel good about that. Yeah, that's the Fall Fun Fest opens tonight. It'll be in downtown Fairfield. First event is at 6 o'clock. Kicking off the whole show is the Roasted Chestnuts, and then after that, it'll be church night. So if you're if you typically go to church on Wednesday night, by all means, go to downtown Fairfield. You'll get your churching up. You'll have a good time. So that'll be fun. And I think, folks, we are playing. Actually, I got to thinking about it, and I don't think we're playing any church music at all. Is it bad that the Chestnuts are putting a show on church night, but not playing church music at all?
Well, if it's not in their wheelhouse, I guess it's okay.
Our wheelhouse. Yeah. Yours, yeah. So your wheelhouse, not my.
No, not my wheelhouse.
We have it, but we just know we have songs. But we're playing Chicago. We're playing Van Morrison. We're playing Queen. We do have one church song. We do have one church song, and I hate to. I will go ahead and tell. It's the Joy of Man's Desiring by Bach. Mm-hmm. You hear it at every wedding. We have an arrangement, and I'm giving a little preview, ladies and gentlemen. We have an arrangement of the Joy of Man's Desiring mixed with "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." So it really does sound good. It's actually tremendously interesting. So yeah, you get to watch that, folks. You'll be able to hear all kinds of fun stuff at the Fall Fun Fest tonight. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? gentlemen, this is National Eat a Hoagie Day. September 14th each year promotes a sandwich which also is known as a grinder, a sub, or a hero. You can also order it as a po' boy, a torpedo, or an Italian sandwich to celebrate. The hoagie consists of meats, cheeses, vegetable sauces, and seasonings in a long roll of Italian or French bread. However, the origin of this giant sandwich is a bit of a mystery. The epicenter of controversy seems to be in eastern Pennsylvania between De Costanzas and De Palmas. Both lay claim to being the first to make the hoagie. One family claims to have been making it since 1923 and the other since 1925. So who knows? It's that's the thing. They started making po' boys during World War I in New Orleans. So the hoagie is after the po' boy. I don't know. It's a good sandwich.
Looks like the po' boy wins.
I think the po' boy wins. I really do think the po' boy wins. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. What else is going on today? These are all food holidays today. Some days are better than others. These are some pretty. You can load up the calories today. This is also National Cream-Filled Donut Day on September 14th. Of course, cream-filled donuts come in a variety of flavors. If you aren't a fan of fillings in your pastries, you might consider some of the latest flavors. Not only have bakeries become creative with their fillings, they've also branched out with their toppings too. Some of the top cream-filled donuts: Boston cream, Bavarian cream, chocolate cream, lemon cream, custard, all kinds, caramel, strawberry. I've got another 10 cream pies here. There's all kinds of stuff. Now, let's see, if add bacon crumbles to a maple cream, and it'd be just outstanding. There's such a thing as espresso cream, which they'll throw espresso nuts on there, coffee nuts. So yeah, that would make you that might make your blood pressure just start zooming, getting that extra caffeine. There's another cream-filled donut. What else is today, ladies and gentlemen? I almost missed it. This is September 14th, and it's the last day of the second week of September. If you call it, if you start from the 1st to the 7th being the first week, the 8th to the 14th, this is the last day, and I nearly missed it. I didn't realize it. This is a very important week. National Biscuits and Gravy Week ends today. What a wonderful way to get your breakfast. I don't think you'd probably want to be mixing biscuits and gravy with the cream-filled donuts, but that might be a tremendous error. The heritage of the American South explains the Southern tradition of biscuits and gravy. Scottish roots run deep, and the biscuits baked for the breakfast were made in a very similar way to Scottish shortbread. A little more liquid turned in the original hard biscuit into a soft one. The gravy used in the biscuits is based on centuries-old cooking methods, first perfected in France, based on a roux, flour and fat, of course, flour and butter typically, with added milk. And the ideal cooks took the available ingredients and developed the perfect dish of biscuits and gravy. There's a wonderful looking dish on your screen. I got to tell you, I could eat that every day, and I would die within about a week or two. That would be just a. I'm too old. Do you eat biscuits and gravy anymore?
I do occasionally. Yeah. That looked like homemade there. That didn't look like it came from a mix.
No, that looks like homemade biscuits as well as you've got the potatoes there.
I would eat that. Yeah.
That looks really good. Yeah, that's one to celebrate. That's one to celebrate a week for that one. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, what do you want to see on television tonight, ladies and gentlemen? This being Wednesday the 14th, the afternoon game. There's a baseball game this afternoon. Colorado is at Chicago. Kyle Freeland versus Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease for the White Sox. He's making his run to the Cy Young Award. NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. That's at 1:10 today. Also, the Cubs are in action at the Mets. Drew Smiley versus to be determined by the Mets at 6:10. That's on Marquee channel 597. And tonight at 6:45 on Fox Sports 1, It's not on Valley. It's on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610. Cardinals are hosting the Brewers. Corbin Burnes versus Adam Wainwright breaks his record tonight. He and Yachty break the big record tonight as they pass. Who they passing? It's the Minnesota guy. It was Bill Freehan and
Can't help you.
I'm having a brain cramp. I'll come up with it. But that's tonight. No high school sports tonight. We'll be back on Thursday afternoon in North Clay. That's Spencer. This is Melinda. We'll be back right after this on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Down there is Spencer Meagher. Right here is Melinda States. And we are going to talk today about the Fairfield Plein Air PaintOut 2022. And hi, Melinda. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today.
I'm glad to be
Appreciate you
here.
coming up. Spencer, thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure.
Appreciate you coming up, too.
Always enjoy it.
Oh, well, I'm glad you do that. That makes me feel good. And that's the only reason you're here is just to make me feel good.
Absolutely.
We both want to make you feel well.
And I thought there might be a sub sandwich or something in
That's
there.
what you do is hoagie day. Yeah. Fairfield Plein Air PaintOut 2022. How many have there been? I was looking online and it said 11th annual.
This is our 11th.
That doesn't sound right. Haven't there been more than that?
No. Last year was 10, so this year has
Is
to be 11.
that right?
Yes.
Well, okay.
But it does go fast.
It does go fast, doesn't it? What was the Melinda? Tell me what was a little bit of the history of the PaintOut. What was the impetus to get this going? Because you were there at the start of it too, weren't you, Spencer?
Yes, we were both part of it at the very beginning. Actually, Volunteers for Progressive Fairfield is a little group that tries to bring events to Fairfield and do things in the community.
Uh-huh.
And I had just retired from my career.
Yeah.
And so they asked me if I would help get something started in the arts world.
What was your career?
I was an extension educator with University of Illinois Extension.
Okay.
And did the 4-H program for
Right.
Southern Illinois.
Right. Which
So-
I gotta say, you don't immediately leap to arts from that, but I guess on the 4-H side you would kind of, wouldn't you?
Well, I have no artistic ability. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. But I can organize things, I guess. I don't know. That's what I did in most of my career, was to put events and activities together for young people.
So they came up. The Volunteers for Progressive Fairfield wanted to begin an arts program of some kind in the community, and they
Then we contacted Spencer.
contacted Spencer.
Yeah.
Spencer, had you been going to? You're an artist.
Yeah.
Mainly watercolors, right?
Lately, during these plein air events, I do acrylics mostly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You've kind of.
But I work in multiple mediums.
Okay. But you'd been painting for years and years
Yeah.
and years. That's your profession.
Yeah.
And how many years have you done plein air paintouts?
I want to say the first legitimate one that I did was probably back in 2007, 2008, somewhere in there.
Oh, really? So you had not participated probably in a ton. Is it a relatively new event invented recently?
Well, what's old is new. Back in the late 1800s, you have all the Impressionists, Monet and all them stuff, and they would all the start of plein air, when they created the tube where you could put paint in it and made it portable.
Yeah.
That's, I think, when plein air really took off, as I understand it.
Really?
Because the artists, you couldn't go to the art store and buy your paint. They had to mix it, and that was easier to do in the studio than out on location. So anyway, paint became transportable. Then these artists could go out and paint on location much easier.
That is how I gotta tell you, I hadn't really thought about that. But you look at you mentioned the late 1800s, the Impressionists who began to start doing that. You're really right, because Van Gogh and Monet and all those folks, they started going outside, and that really was the start of the movement. It was an invention of the tube paint that got artists outside.
Yep, the tube where they could mix the paint and push it in the tube and then take it with them.
I had never thought of that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That's fascinating.
But I don't know that it died out or whatever happened, but it just, I guess, diminished. And then there's a resurgence in the 1990s, I think.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a wave. It's taken years for it to build, and it got. Right now, it's like at its peak, or as high as it's ever been.
Is that right? It's very popular, isn't it?
Oh yeah, tens and tens of thousands of painters go plein air painting.
How many typically come to the Fairfield, the Wayne County project?
We try to limit it to 25.
Oh, really?
We usually have around 22 to 25.
It's a comfortable number, right?
Yes.
The goal is to not oversaturate the market. Some events will have like 130 artists come in, and a lot of those artists aren't going to sell just because there's just not enough buyers out there.
An event with 130 artists, you're going to need to be in a place like St. Louis or Kansas City or something. I would think, right?
You need a big population for that.
And we're not going to sit here and fiddle about it. Half of the goal here, in addition to getting good art and improving the looks of a community and the looks inside people's home, your guys are wanting to sell art.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Many of these artists that come here are professionals. That's all they do, and they need to sell art to make a living.
That's how you live.
Yep.
That's how you live. Well, that's really cool. Okay, so you started this, the VPF started this about 10, 11 years. You decided to start it. This is the 11th. Has it changed over the years, or did you come up with one format and you've just kind of made the occasional alteration to it?
I'd say our format, as far as the length of time, probably has stayed the same. But we've tried to do lots of different things to update it each year, to do different ideas. So
I know
change.
I know that some years you have concentrated. I like there was the oil field one year,
right?
And agriculture one or 2 years or something like that. And this year you're doing something a little bit different in addition, right? In that you're one of the days you're concentrating on a particular community, right?
Correct.
Tell me what that's all about.
On Tuesday, which is the starting day when all the artists come in, we're going to be at Wayne City.
Really?
Yeah, and we talked to them if they would be interested, and they expressed an interest in it, and are talking to various community members for ideas of things to paint in that area, as well as those that might be interested in purchasing that too. So,
well, yeah, it's probably kind of been underserved in the Fairfield Plein Air Paintout, hasn't it? The rest of the county probably deserves a little bit more of a little bit of a look. What are the dates, by the way, before we get too far along?
September 27th through October the 1st.
September 27th through October 1st, and so that's Tuesday through Saturday. The painting takes place when?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then there are shows, right? Friday night and on Saturday. Okay, I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back, give you kind of an idea of what you can expect to see whenever you're going to see folks hanging out in places you don't normally see them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that here with Spencer and with Melinda after these words. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Back right after this. Stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. So hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joined today by Spencer Meagher and by Melinda States. By the way, you mentioned if folks want more information, go to where it's on Facebook, right?
Look at our Facebook page. It's called Fairfield PaintOut.
Fairfield PaintOut.
You should be able
By
to-
the way, and it has the event Fairfield PaintOut 2022. I'm not a Facebook user. I'm just telling you what confuses me, which is just about everything. And so I found the Fairfield PaintOut, and that was cool. And then there was Fairfield PaintOut 2022, which I presume is an event on the original page, right?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
I'm not in charge of that Facebook page.
Just
so.
making sure that I was. Just making sure.
I just know I do with Fairfield PaintOut and it comes up.
Okay,
So.
that's good. That's good. So if you're looking for more information, folks, by all means go to Fairfield PaintOut. And you say there are 22 artists coming in. Where are where do these folks paint? What's the subject?
I mean, what are they going to be looking for?
What are they going to be looking for?
You know, every artist is different and is going to be drawn to, just whatever appeals to them. Usually, though, they like more rugged or rustic subject matter, what we call industrial grunge. Like, on the west side of Fairfield is a bunch of old iron pump jacks and tank batteries and things
out
like
there,
that.
Garrison and Jones or something like that.
So they love that kind of stuff. But then they like the architecture. You know, downtown Fairfield's got some nice buildings, the courthouse and I guess the laws.
The old bank and
the
law
office there, yeah. Some of them like vistas. We were talking off camera earlier about over around Keens. You know, got that nice.
There's
nice
that gorgeous vista.
Yeah.
And if you catch it at the right time of the morning, it's just beautiful.
So there's just no telling, and an artist painting a subject that they really like can turn it into something really beautiful, even though it might be something that you would go, why would you ever paint that?
Right.
But when you see what the artist did with it, then you go, I see it now.
Yeah.
Well, you see, now that's a great point because you'll see the occasional rusted out pickup truck. I mean, and that has been used. That has basically become kind of cliche now for rustic and artsy and art. I keep using the term artsy fartsy. I hope I'm not offending anybody or you guys especially. But that seems kind of arty in this day and age. Okay. All right, so I'm driving down the road, and I see somebody with an easel sitting there looking and apparently painting. Or if I'm walking, do you painters like being interrupted, or do you prefer to continue your work? Do you mind talking? Do you strike up conversations if I'm walking?
Most of them will talk with you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't strike up the conversation typically. The
You have to
passerby strikes up the conversation.
How often will you get? Will people stop and talk to you?
Yeah, it depends where you're at. If you're in a high traffic area like a city park or a courthouse square or something, you can be inundated with people to the point where it becomes an issue, just because some will want to just camp out there. I've had people literally get their lawn chair out and set it up by me.
You have not.
Oh yeah.
They get their lawn chair out?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they go to the car to get it, but they're carrying it. Well, I'll just sit here and we'll watch you for a while, and that's fine. But when they want to have an in-depth conversation, you kind of want to say,
it cuts into your concentration.
I'm at work right now.
Yeah.
Just like if you're sitting in your office cubicle or something, and somebody comes in and pulls up a chair and just going to kill an hour with you. I really don't have time for that, So sometimes, you have to politely figure out a way.
That's great. That's like the old thing. Oh, that's like watching paint dry.
That's what they're doing.
And sometimes it's still wet.
Well, I guess that is right. Well, here's a couple of the views that you might see if you do start taking a look. Here is one. And now who was this artist? Melinda, you were telling me about this.
This is Tammy Dickerson. She's from over around Kansas City area.
Okay.
She has been to, I think, every paint out we've had but the very first one.
Is she coming back this year?
She is coming back. She's a very prolific painter.
Okay.
She does a lot of different, this one is, I would say more like pen and ink and what else, Spencer?
That's watercolor.
Watercolor. She does some in pen and ink.
I guess I'm trying to gather that is a clear easel, a fiberglass easel, isn't it?
It's actually just a support board. She's painting on paper there.
Uh-huh.
So it's a support board. You see it's got the bulldog clips on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So this is not. That's not an easel. That's a nice little piece. Will most of them be that size that you guys do in the next couple of weeks, or will they be larger or smaller?
I'm going to say that's about an 11 by 14, maybe 9 by 12. But they'll be anywhere from probably 8 by 10 up to 16 by 20. What
makes you decide? I mean, other than what paper you have, what materials you have, but what makes you decide that this Vista looks like this will look good on an 8 by 11 or something versus one that, boy, I think this one is cool. I want a 20 by 24 or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes the amount of information you see out there in your subject doesn't require a larger canvas or piece of paper to capture that.
Yeah. I guess.
And it really doesn't take any longer for most artists to paint a larger piece than a smaller piece because they both take about the same amount of energy.
Really?
But there's some scenes where you want to be able to swing your arms around and just just use your whole body to paint. And I know that sounds like a foreign concept.
Yeah, it does.
But you typically incorporate your entire body, and it hip movement, shoulder movement.
You're getting you probably. I'm guessing you occasionally get into a rhythm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. When things are really going good, and it just literally feels like it's painting itself.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And you're just basically kind of looking at where your paints are on your palette.
Yeah.
And you may not even look down at your palette. Do you look down at your palette every time, or do you know where they are? Do you get in the mood?
Yeah, you look. It'd be too easy.
You
too close
screw it
together.
up.
You're looking for red, and you hit some green. That's not good.
Well, I didn't know how much of a zone you could get in there, Spencer.
Well, you can get in a zone, but not quite that much. Yeah. You're not blindfolded.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Okay, we got another shot. This one is a gorgeous shot on this is the easel setup I'm kind of more expecting.
And that's Tammy again also.
Okay.
I know right where that's at too.
Yeah, I do too. That's out on Burnt Prairie Blacktop, isn't it? Okay, now you say that these paintings this is a larger than the last one, presumably. You say this takes about as much time as the other one might, huh?
Yeah, within reason. Smaller paintings, it's harder to get the detail in there and such. But on a larger painting, you got more freedom of movement, and so you can lay down paint faster, use bigger brushes and stuff like that. So
that's pretty cool. I tell you what, let's do. Before I go take a quick break, I'm going to show one more. Let's show the night. This is also from the Fairfield PaintOut, right? A couple of years ago. That's some gorgeous work at working with the different colors as well as working at night, isn't it? Is that the same artist?
Yes, it is. It's
okay, and she will be here. So there you go, folks. You have a few views of that particular artist as well as some other. We're going to come back. We're going to take a look at some of Spencer's work over the years, and he's going to tell us about some of it as well as talk about the schedule. I haven't even talked about the schedule. We just talked about We talked about Wayne City on Tuesday, and that's all we've talked about. There's all kinds of stuff in Wayne City, but they're going to be elsewhere too. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Be back in a second. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. My guests today, Spencer Meagher and Melinda States. We've been talking about the Fairfield PaintOut, Fairfield Plein Air PaintOut, which is 2022, coming up on the September 27th through October 1st. All right, Tuesday is Wayne City.
Wayne City.
What's Wednesday?
Wednesday is Paint Anywhere in Wayne County.
Paint Anywhere in Wayne County.
Until
what?
5 o'clock?
Until 5 o'clock.
Yep.
What's going on at 5 o'clock on Wednesday?
At 5 o'clock, the Wayne County Misfits are having a little cruise-in that they planned just for us.
Oh, really?
At the park, Leo French Park.
Oh, that's cool.
We're sending the artists out there to paint with them.
No kidding. So folks are going to get their folks will get their fancy older cars painted.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Paintings of the cars.
Paintings of the cars. Yeah,
Yes,
you guys aren't painting cars.
No, we're not going to be painting on the cars.
That is always a misconception. When we say we'd like to have your house painted, they think we want to paint their house, not a painting of their house.
Speaking of that, you have folks. If folks do want you guys are wide open to suggestions, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
Folks have something of interest that they think you may not see from the road or something. I mean, it's it's like hanging rock down there south of Flora here. It'd be just gorgeous to paint. Whenever they do a Clay County paint out, how about
whenever we move in, huh?
That's right. Okay. Wednesday night is the Misfits down in the park. There you go, folks. Get a chance to walk around looking at nice cars as well as talk to painters.
Right. And then after that, I think 6:30, we're going to go to Fusion Coffee House.
Oh, okay.
Take the paintings up there, and general public can come in there, right?
Right.
See that.
Okay, so folks will be able to see what you've done so far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which one is Fusion Coffee Shop?
It's the one right next door to the Wayne County Press.
Okay, that's a new one, isn't it?
It's a fairly new one, yes.
Yeah. All right. I get confused.
It's easy to do that in Fairfield, isn't it?
It's such a vibrant downtown. It is a vibrant downtown.
Is.
I'm only half BS in here. Okay. So then on Thursday.
Thursday, again, they can paint wherever they wish. And Spencer's been working on some maps for them. So if you do have somewhere you'd like to suggest, you can either post it to our Facebook page or send us a messenger message.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we'll try to get it put on the map. Things, vistas, water. I always get questions from artists when they come, where are some bodies of water? So if you know of a body of water in Wayne County, we need to know that, because we're like, well, there's not a whole lot of water in Wayne County.
Not a ton. You've got rivers, but you don't have a ton of lakes.
Samdale Lake.
Yeah.
And Samdale Lake is the eastern end in particular. For me, is I think gorgeous. Got
that's the wooded end. More.
Yeah, got tamarack trees or whatever they are, and they're just it's just like a Louisiana swamp.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You've got the big.
Bring your knee boots or hip boots. Watch out for swimming snakes.
Watch out for snakes. Exactly. Okay. And then Friday.
Friday, again, they can paint during the day, but our big exhibit and premiere show and sale is Friday evening.
Okay, so this is no judging yet.
No
is this when some of the community members make their choices? Because aren't there a few prizes?
We have purchase award people.
Purchase award folks.
For $250, you get first choice to buy paintings. That $250 goes towards a painting.
Oh, really?
So we don't keep that money. That gets you into the door at 4:30. Be an hour ahead of everyone else to look at the paintings and buy.
At 4:30 to it starts
to 5:30.
Open to the public.
Open to the public at 5:30.
5:30 until when?
7.
5:30 till 7.
On
Now
Friday.
This is going to be where again?
Wayne County Fairgrounds Floral
At
Hall.
the Fairgrounds Floral Hall. I know in the past there has been food. Is there going to be food at this?
There'll be a little bit of food.
All right,
some finger foods, and
enjoy
the painting.
You got to feed people.
Yeah, we have food and drink. Come and enjoy.
We typically have a really good crowd.
We have a really good crowd. We have a lot of sales. The last 3 or 4 years, we've sold $15,000 to $17,000 worth of art.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
It makes it worthwhile for the painters coming in, huh?
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about the painters coming in. You mentioned that you have 22 painters coming in. You're not competing this year.
No.
Okay.
No, I've competed the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And so this year, one of our main committee members is no longer on the committee, moved away, and so going to try to step in and